Hi everyone, my name is Bianca and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Colorful Christian. So in today's video, I will be showing you how to make a full-on headband head covering with no sewing machine and no sewing needles. You will need the fabric of your choice. So where I've purchased mine is from a fabric store, and they have bags that are in special with recyclable fabric at a discounted price. So I bought all this for $5 at my local fabric store. So that's where you can find some fabric. Otherwise, you can use some old garments, some old clothes that you don't wear anymore that you can turn and transform into a headband. All right. So in these fabrics, they usually have a lot of frayed strings, and it's an unfinished seam. So what you will need to make it look nice is some heat and bond ultra hold iron-on adhesive. So I bought this from Amazon. You might be able to find this at your fabric store as well. And this will replace the sewing needle and the thread. You will need some scissors. And you'll also need, optional, a hole puncher. This will make your life easier. You will need a ribbon or a cord of your choice. And I will show you what I use for that. So when you do your headband head covering, you'll need to hole punch the sides here. And you'll be entering in the thread, making a knot and making an attachment. So just quickly, I'll show you what that looks like. You'll go like this, and you'll tie a bow behind, okay? And then the pieces that you don't like, you can either do the adhesive tape and put it at the back so it's nice, or if you don't want to bother with the adhesive tape, this one doesn't have any adhesive tape, I just folded it, and tuck in the back like this, and there you go. And then you just tuck it in. And there you go. So super easy. So I will show you how that works. And you do need your iron, of course. All right, so the first step, what you'll want to do is you'll want to turn on your iron and get it really hot, okay? Then you'll take your garment. If there's any folds or anything, you'll want to flatten that out. All the creases, you'll pass the iron over and smooth it out. Okay, you'll do that for the other side. Okay. Now for the next step, you'll take out your heat and bond tape, okay? You'll open up your fabric. You'll find 1 inch about, and at this point you'll also pass your iron over. Oops, be careful not to burn yourself. So you're going to be making a crease where you want your tape to be. All right. Open up your fabric. You're going to take your tape and you're going to be placing it on top of the first line, okay? Right from one edge to the next. Take your scissors and snip. Now for the next step, you'll take your iron and you're going to pass your iron over the tape, over the paper part. So automatically what this is going to do is that the tape is going to stick to the fabric. And I just pass it over one more time to make sure that it's extra stuck. Okay. Place down the iron. And now you're going to remove the paper part from the first side. Remove it. Make sure that the transparent part is stuck to the fabric, okay? That's what's gonna act like the glue to stick your fabric together. You're gonna remove the paper part of the tape, discard that. And now you're gonna fold it in, and be careful that it's equal. Slowly lay your hands over it. Okay, and now you're gonna grab your iron. And for 8 seconds over the fabric, you're gonna pass the iron over until you meet the edge. Like what you've done before, except now you'll do it for 8 seconds. Make sure your iron is on medium high so the heat will really melt the tape. Because if it doesn't melt, then obviously it won't stick. So you want to make sure that your iron is hot enough to melt the tape. Okay, now you'll pass it over one more time, really making sure that it's sealed in. All right, good stuff. And if there's any other folds or creases in your fabric, you can just pass over the iron. There you go. Okay, so there you have it. So as for the next step, you'll grab your hole puncher or your scissors, and you'll insert a hole right here. Not too close to the edge, because you never want your string to detach. So you want to give it maybe about a thumb's nail worth of space in between the sides, okay? So if you're using scissors, just a warning, be careful not to stab yourself. That's why I do highly recommend a hole puncher. And so you'll grab your hole puncher and you'll hole punch the top corner where your tape is, okay? You see it comes through the fabric, and then little holes that haven't completely punched out, you can take your scissors and just chop that off. There you go. You made a little hole here. And you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. There you have it. This is what it looks like. Okay. So as for the next step, you're gonna grab your ribbon or your cord of your choice that goes with your fabric that you like. And you're gonna cut about a foot's worth of ribbon for one side, and then you can measure the same thing for the next side. Cut that up. You're gonna pass your ribbon through the little hole that you've inserted. You're gonna make a knot, a pretty simple knot. You're gonna double the knot. There you go. And you're gonna even triple it just to be extra sure that it doesn't detach. Okay. You can cut the extra part off. There you go. This is what it looks like. Okay. So this is the corner of one side. And now we're gonna move over to the next. Do the same thing. So you're gonna make 3 knots. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Cut off the little tail. All right. There you have it. Okay, so now that your fabric is laying on the back and we see this part, you're gonna fold one corner to meet the edge here, and then you're gonna fold the other corner to meet this edge. Now you're gonna pass your iron over the sides to make a fold, okay? And you're also going to want to take your adhesive tape and place your adhesive tape on the outer edges of your corner on each side. All right, so we'll begin. If it's not well stuck on, it just might mean that it needs more heat. Take off the paper. Now you're gonna fold the corner. Make sure that it's aligned with the other side. Now you're gonna take your iron again and really make sure that it's well stuck on. Okay, so now that you've done one side, you're gonna do the next side.
Come, rain or shine, I'll cover you up and calm the skies. As long as you are mine, I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time. It won't always be easy, just as sure as the sun will rise. I'll be there when you need me, with every tear that falls from your eyes. Oh, you have me completely. I'll be there when you need me. Trust, it builds a home.
So there you have it. This is what the finished product looks like. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your headband, place it over your head. You're gonna take the little wraps and tie a knot at the back. And then you're gonna tie another bow to really make sure that it doesn't fall out. Kind of like doing your shoelaces, okay? And then the rest, you're just gonna tuck it in like that. And you can tuck in the sides. Ta-da! This is what it looks like finally. So you have it tied at the back, and you can just adjust it as you like. You can kind of tuck in the fabric a little bit on the side. You can twist it so it looks tighter and it's more fitted. But for the most part, it's a long headband head covering. All right, so I really like wearing these at home and when I go out. And I like the fact that I can choose my own fabric. So there you go. So thank you for watching my video. God bless you. Until next time. Bye.